If you do not honor your word, no one else will. You are in charge of your word. You are in charge of what you said. So you can choose to honor it or you can choose to dishonor it. So honor your word so that you can become an honorable person indeed. Hi, my name is Stephanie Payos, and in this episode, I'll be talking to you from the Nigerian Factor series. There are certain things I will observe that I think could help us in our business culture in Nigeria. One day, I was Googling and looking for business culture information on Nigeria. I came across a blog post on CNN that was about Nigeria's business culture. And guess what the title was? I was appalled. The title was Nigeria, where yes means maybe. Can you imagine that? Nigeria, where yes means maybe. Needless to say, I started thinking about all the incidents of interactions in business and even in personal life where yes had actually meant maybe. I believe that one of the contributing factors to this culture is the inability to not make promises when you're under pressure. People make promises under pressure. People take loans that they have no idea how they are going to pay back. People take money that they borrowed with the hope that they will pay back someday when they become very rich, and they take that money and they do a lot of interesting things that end up losing them the money, and then they are not able to pay back. People make promises under pressure because there's something that they want right now. But once they get that thing, they forget about the promise and they move on like nothing happened. So there are a lot of broken promises. Like I said to someone, instead of us praying for promise and fill spirit, let's start learning how to keep our promises so that there'll be less promises and less failures. You have to understand that promises are meant to be kept. I am learning how to not make promises that I have no idea how I'm going to keep. I'm also learning not to say yes when I am not sure I wanted to say yes. Don't say yes just to make the other person feel excited or happy. Say yes when you mean to say yes. If it's difficult for you to say yes to something, then explain to the other person the reason why you cannot say yes. If you say no, then explain the no as much as you can. Or if you cannot explain the no, then tell the person that you cannot explain it, but that you don't feel comfortable saying yes, and that if you did say yes, you might not be able to keep your yes. So don't say yes under pressure. Not keeping our promises has cost us our image as a country. We have a very poor image outside Nigeria because people look at Nigerians as people that don't keep their promises. We have a lot of hardworking Nigerians, intelligent Nigerians, highly educated Nigerians with 3, 4, 5 PhDs, and they're out there and they're doing good work, making good money, and they're sending back $21 billion as it happened in 2018 to the country. We earned more from people in the diaspora than we earned from oil and gas in 2018. So we have a lot of good Nigerians in the diaspora. And it's important that we maintain our country's image by learning to keep our promises. Our yes should mean yes. Our yes should not mean maybe. For CNN to talk about Nigeria and say that it has a business culture whereby yes means maybe is not a good thing for our country. It's a very poor image, and we need to work on it, and we need to turn it around and change it. One of the things that leads to broken promises is the instability in the country. There are so many things that happen that people didn't expect. There are things they were expecting that didn't happen, so they are not able to keep their promises. If for any reason you're not able to keep your promise, call the other person and explain to them why you're not able to keep their promise before they call you and start asking why you have not kept the promise. It's very, very important that we communicate more. I'm learning to communicate better every day. I used to be a very poor communicator. I'll just keep quiet over something without explaining what is happening. But now I'm learning that communication is key to building trust and to having that image of integrity that we all want to have. So let's build our own image by learning to keep our word and by learning to keep our promises so that our yes will always mean yes. This is Stephanie Payos, and thank you for watching the Nigerian Factor.